Hey everyone, DylanBandicoot here with the second annual update video or vlogs or whatever I call them. I'm thinking of renaming them update vlogs from now on. But welcome to the second update vlog basically that I do every single year on July 11th to celebrate, I guess, the revival of this channel when I uploaded a video on 102 Dalmatians, Puppies to the Rescue. That was basically how I revived my channel, made it what it is today, sort of, like the style of a video, I guess. Basically, it's the 2-year anniversary of when I finally got serious with making YouTube videos. And every single year on July 11th I make these update videos, or once again, how I'm calling them right now, update vlogs. That's how I'm renaming them, because I think it's more accurate. There's not an awful lot of updates in these videos. I'm not expecting many people to watch these videos. These videos are mainly for myself, for preservation's sake. But this video is going to have multiple long sections. And there are timestamps in the description below, just in case you're crazy enough to watch me ramble on for a really long time, unscripted. I do have notes here, but it doesn't matter. Basically, there are timestamps down below for several sections of the video. One section I'll be talking about is I will be talking about all of the equipment that I used in Season 2 of the DylanBandicoot videos, basically. And I will also talk about every single video that I've uploaded in this year in Season 2 of DylanBandicoot. That's how I organized my videos per year, like I organized them in seasons. That's something I decided last year when I made the previous update video, because it seemed fitting, and I like it. It gives a nice sense of satisfaction. But basically, I'll go over every single Season 2 video of DylanBandicoot and give my thoughts on each and every single one of them, as well as a couple of other projects, I believe. At the very end, there will be a small update on the future of the channel. Nothing too major, but you can always skip ahead to that. I think it's probably going to be the shortest part of this video, actually, to be really honest. So that's at the very end. Timestamp in the description below. What I'm going to talk about first, though, is probably the most important part of this video, and that is thank you. The thank yous. This season went surprisingly well. I got a crap ton of subscribers, at least what I consider a crap ton of subscribers, as well as views, as well as likes. Seriously guys, thank you. Like, I never expected the channel to blow up this much in Season 2. I mean, I was hoping for it, I guess, but didn't expect it to happen. So thank you to every single, thank you for every single view I received this year. Thank you for every single like. Thank you for every single comment. Like, thank you for watching the channel. I know there's not many of you, but I appreciate it. I really do. Seriously, thank you. And that concludes what I consider probably the most important part of the video, the thank yous, because I think that's what matters most. I just think it's nice to just thank you guys for watching once every year. I think that's important. I think you guys deserve to know as well that I appreciate you. But that's not all we're going to talk about in this video. So next up, I'm going to talk about the equipment I used this year. So basically, if you liked the camera quality of my videos and you want the exact same camera, then hey, I will tell you right now in this video. Same thing goes for the microphone or the crappy webcam I'm using right now. I couldn't use the camera for some reason as a webcam. That was my original intent, but alas, that's a shame, but whatever. So yeah, let's talk about my camera first. So I will get it. I bought I'm not sure if you guys can see it. I bought the Panasonic Lumix. The cheapest model I could find, basically. But it's the cheapest model I could find with camera quality that satisfies me. So during Season 1, I used a Sony Handycam, and I don't recommend using that for making videos. I really don't. You can get, they're really expensive handycams, and you can get a very similar audio, no, not audio quality, very similar video quality by simply filming with like a modern day smartphone. You may even get better image quality with a modern day smartphone than with a really expensive handycam. Those are not worth it. So if you don't have the budget for a camera, which you probably don't if you're starting out, I don't recommend buying an expensive camera immediately. Please don't do that. Please don't. You could argue I bought it too soon as well. So please don't do that. So just start out filming with your smartphone is my personal recommendation. That's how I started Season 1. And then in Season 2 I slowly transitioned into this camera, which cost me 600 euros. I believe it's $500 in the US, but for me in Europe, it was 600 euros. And that was the cheapest model I could find with image quality that satisfied me personally. Yeah, that was the cheapest I could find. So yeah. So even then I was like, nothing too expensive. I don't think YouTubers need super high quality image quality, as long as it's not like whatever the awful image quality my handycam last year was giving me. I'm not a big fan of that one. So yeah, I'm really glad I upgraded to this more professional camera. It takes some time to figure out. It took us forever to figure out how to use the focus feature. But believe me, it's really nice to have a nice professional camera like that. It's not the best in the biz, but you can always change the lenses, like buy new ones and replace them. So maybe like you can get better image quality that way. Like I think that's the point. So like you might as well, maybe it's, I don't know much about cameras. I had to do a lot of research in order to find this one, like many hours of research until I finally decided to buy this one. Decided that camera was the right one for me. I keep pointing in that direction, it's because I put it down there. But anyway, yeah. It's a good camera, I'm really satisfied with it. It does a pretty surprisingly great job with filming dark areas as well. That really surprised me. And well, actually it didn't surprise me because I saw that when I was doing research. So I purposefully bought it for that reason. That was something I really wanted from a camera. But I also didn't want to pay too much of a price. But this was the cheapest I could find. So yeah, what do my notes say? But yeah, so that's the camera. But as you may have noticed, I eventually attached an external microphone to the camera. I'm going to be completely honest here. The audio quality this camera has is actually pretty good. I don't think you need an external camera, no, not camera, an external microphone that quickly on this camera. But the reason I bought it anyway was because for the barnyard video, I had to film a lot outside. And in order to pick up less background noise, and in order for the microphone to focus on my voice the most, I needed an external microphone. And that wasn't the only reason. I also bought this external microphone for this thing that goes around it, that comes with it. It's called a dead cat apparently, which is pretty dark. I don't know why they call it that. I guess I do kind of understand it looking at it this way. Not sure if it's on screen, I hope it is. I'm assuming it is. But yeah, so I mainly bought for the dead cat as well, which reduces wind noises basically. Almost eliminates them in my experience, so that's also why I bought it, the external microphone. So yeah, I don't regret doing that. It wasn't super expensive. I don't remember how much it cost. The external microphone I bought was the Boya Universal Cardioid microphone with Dead Cat. That's how I wrote it in my notes apparently. So yeah, the camera doesn't really need an external microphone unless you're filming outside. And even though after that video of me mostly filming inside, I still keep the microphone on and use it, because why the hell not? I'm just going to assume the microphone quality is better. I tried to do some comparisons. It sounds the same in my opinion when filmed inside, maybe even better without the microphone, not sure, but I don't really want it to go to waste, so just keep it on. So yeah. Of course, when I capture gameplay footage, I use OBS. I think most people who have like video game related content creation stuff on their mind have probably heard of OBS. Going to be honest, I had no idea what OBS was until I started 2 years ago, so that's why I'm still mentioning the obvious, because it wasn't obvious to me. I didn't know OBS existed until I made that Dalmatians video 2 years ago, so I use OBS and combine it with my capture card. As for the capture card I use, this year I used the Elgato HD 60S Plus. Pretty simplistic capture card that almost every single creator in the world I think uses. A video game content creator, you know what I mean. So yeah, almost every single YouTuber I follow uses this capture card. So I believe this capture card was, for me at least, when I bought it last year at the end of Season 1, I want to say 170 bucks. Not sure. I do feel like capture cards are maybe a little bit too expensive. Like, there's probably expensive tech inside of it, I guess. But yeah, do keep in mind it's really expensive, and I don't really recommend it for new YouTubers immediately. Keep in mind, if you are starting out, you're probably better off watching my update vlog from last year for equipment details, basically. Unless you really have a lot of money and you're willing to risk it, I guess. Because my equipment has increased dramatically, because in my last year's video I talk about the first capture card I used, which was ridiculously cheap and is indeed what I recommend starting out with, even if that one's not perfect. Speaking of not perfect, the Elgato HD 60S Plus actually isn't so perfect either. I recently encountered a really annoying glitch that also happened with my first cheap capture card, so this one isn't perfect either. So basically, I was filming some Paper Mario gameplay footage for my top 10 Mario games video. Thankfully, I didn't need audio, but the audio corrupted when I looked back at the footage. It randomly corrupted, like it went silent for a couple of minutes, then it came back, but there was a massive delay in the audio for no reason, and it was like that for the rest of the video. I have no idea why that happened. Because I was listening to the audio through my headphones on my computer. It sounded fine during the entire recording, there was nothing wrong with it. According to OBS, there was nothing wrong with it either, like you can see the decibels in OBS. And according to those decibels, everything was fine. So sometimes the audio corrupts, even though, according to OBS and your computer, there's nothing wrong with it, even with this capture card. So, I came up with a trick. Because my computer hears the gameplay audio that my capture card is broadcasting to the computer perfectly fine, I thought, instead of recording the capture card audio, I'm going to record the computer audio that is listening to the capture card audio. So, that's my trick basically. Turn off the audio, don't record the... If you know how OBS works, you probably know what I'm talking about, but turn off the recording audio for your capture card and instead record your computer audio. I'm assuming my computer never makes any noises when I'm recording gameplay, so I'm assuming that's the case for most people. So it probably shouldn't be a bother doing it like that. So yeah, that's my trick of the day. Record your computer audio that is listening to the gameplay audio when using a capture card, because it's even the Elgato capture cards can sometimes have corrupted audio for no reason without OBS telling you. Really annoying. So yeah, recommend this trick that I came up with on the spot when it happened a lot. As for the microphone I'm using for voiceovers mainly, and as well as this video I'm recording right now, you can't see it right now, but I'm using the Samsung G-Track Pro, and I love this microphone. I really love this. So about this microphone, I did a lot of research as well before I bought this microphone last year, and according to my research, this microphone was, even though it's not a popular brand, it's apparently better than the popular brands, and honestly, I believe it. I'm very satisfied with this microphone because it basically, it was recommended to YouTubers for YouTube content creation as well. This microphone is actually meant for musicians, basically. There's even an instrument volume button. Oh, you can't see it right now. There's an instrument volume button, and as well there is I believe I'm not sure if you guys can see it, but you can also, in addition to inserting headphones so you can listen to your own voice, you can also insert a musical instrument into this microphone, which I really like a lot. I really I say I really like a lot. I don't use that feature, but it's a cool feature. So it's actually meant for musicians, but it was recommended for YouTubers as well. So this is a really great microphone. As a result, it has a bunch of volume sliders for like the instrument and your voice. But I love those volume sliders for my voice because the lower your voice volume, the higher quality your voice sounds. It took me a while to figure that out, sadly enough. But so I believe most people buy a device called an audio mixer to record their voiceovers, to tune it while recording it, basically. I don't have to do that. There is an audio mixer inside this microphone. I can just adjust the volume of the microphone on the fly, and as a result get pretty good audio quality out of this one. Like, the lower the audio volume, the better or rather the lower the microphone volume, the higher quality the microphone is. Now this sadly enough does mean that in the editing room the volume is really low, and you have to tune up the master volume in like your editing software all the way up, which means you have to be careful with other noises you add in the editor, that because those are going to be really loud then, and they can give you hearing damage. So make sure to turn that down first. But it's pretty nice. I really like this microphone. Really good audio quality that I'm really satisfied with. As long as you know that you can't record your voice. As long as you know that don't put the voice volume too high. I made that mistake with my first season 2 video, and the voice volume was awful. Super awful. And I really regret that. Because I thought it was vice versa. I thought the higher the volume, the better the quality. I don't know why I thought that, but I thought that. Also, the lower the microphone volume, the less background noises you hear. There's a bunch of background noises here when I'm recording all the time. You can probably sometimes still hear them, like at least in videos like this, not in my main videos. But honestly, it cancels out most of the background volume because of how low the voice volume is. It will only record what's close to the microphone. So as long as my mouth is close enough to the microphone, everything should be fine. I also still have a green screen. Nothing too special to say about it. It's just a green screen. I use a green screen occasionally. Don't use it as much anymore in this season as in last season. I'll talk more about that later. But yeah, I have a green screen. That's also part of my equipment. Nothing too special to say about green screen. Not sure what brand it is. It's not the best one in the world because it's not super big. So, no, I guess it's in my notes like as like a thing I bought. So I need to mention, I guess, because it's a thing I use. It's not really that special. And last but certainly not least, my editing software is still the same as last year. It's Sony Vegas Pro 18. Decent editing software. Well, actually, not decent. It's a really good editing software. You can do a lot with this thing. It's very beginner friendly. I mean, it's still a little bit complicated, because as long as you look up tutorials for very specific things you want to do, I think it should be fine. But this editing software does have its issues, which I'm not a big fan of. And that is, it sometimes randomly crashes, which is incredibly annoying. I hate this a lot about Sony Vegas Pro 18. It crashes a lot. And there's one more issue, and that is sometimes when you're rendering a video, it will randomly decide, nope, we can't handle rendering this very specific part. It's not renderable. We're going to stop rendering right now. We're going to pretend it's still rendering, but we're not rendering anymore. It's frozen in time forever, and you have to restart the entire computer. This happens sometimes with Sony Vegas Pro 18 as well. So yeah, Sony Vegas Pro 18, it's a really amazing editor, but has a lot of issues. And I've heard hearsay that there's other editing softwares that are better than it. for that reason. Like, I've heard good things about, I think it's called Adobe Premiere. During my last year's update video, I got a comment about someone mentioning an editing software I've never heard of before called DaVinci, which is apparently free. So, whereas Sony Vegas Pro 18, pretty expensive. I believe it's 600 bucks. Either that or you have to pay like a certain amount of money each month as a subscription. You can do that too. What I did 2 years ago was I found out it was on Steam, and it was on sale for like I think 190 bucks. So I bought it for that, which honestly I still think is way too much money. Apparently I later found out that most people pirate their editing softwares because of how ridiculously expensive they all are. Yeah, if only I knew that earlier. I had no idea. I just assumed everyone paid for it fair and square. The high prices of these editing softwares has always confused me. I really don't get it. And that went way faster than last year's video, looking at my notes. That was all of the equipment I used this year. Like, all of the notable equipment, I mean. That I think you're gonna want to know about if you want to, like, copy my equipment. Well, actually, I forgot to mention one thing because it's not in my notes. I was planning on using my camera for this video as a webcam, but that didn't work for some reason. So now I'm using the old webcam again, like last year. So if you want to know which webcam this is the Aoki something else. It's not in my notes anymore. It's an Aoki webcam. Everyone knows what it is, I believe. You can just Google it. It's a pretty cheap one with, I'd say it's surprisingly good quality. It just isn't good quality for filming full screen videos like this one. I feel like it's only good if you like use it as like for live streaming, and I put the video that I'm filming right now in like the corner of the screen or something like that. It's not very fitting for like a full screen update video like this one. But I don't really have any other choice. I mean, I guess I could have filmed my camera, but then the audio quality would have been lower, and I prefer having good audio quality for an update video than video quality. So, I mean, maybe I'll change my mind next year, and I'll film with the camera, and use the microphone that's on my camera instead. But I fear that the audio quality will not be as good if I do that. We'll see. Also, it will be more difficult to look at my notes, but not impossible, I think. If I like keep my phone with me, I guess. Let's see, what else did I want to talk about? Okay, I'd say it's about time to talk about the main event of this video, and that is I'm gonna go over every single video project I have done this year in Season 2, give my thoughts on each and every single video in depth. I was pretty negative on my last year's videos, even though it kind of makes sense. Those videos, of course, there were some issues with those videos because those were my first videos in a sense, not my really first videos, but I was still learning a lot during those videos. It makes sense that those videos weren't perfect, and I was very critical of them last year because they weren't perfect, but it makes sense that they're not perfect. My current videos are also definitely not perfect, but they're way better. I'm incredibly proud of the jump in quality with last year's videos and this year's videos, except for this very first video, maybe. So, the first video I made in Season 2 was the Summer Games video. I think I later renamed it the Tropical World of Summer Games video. So in this video, I've stopped using the green screen as my primary background, which is what I did all the time in Season 1. Now I only really use the green screen if I really need it for a skit. But yeah, basically last year I used the green screen as a background because I couldn't find a good background with good lighting. And now I was like, you know what, screw it, I'll just use the living room here as my background. It's maybe not perfect, but it gives off a nice cozy house feeling, a homemade feeling. And I think YouTube videos should have a homemade feeling, so honestly, don't really mind. So yeah, this is where I started using, no longer using green screen as my primary background, but instead I felt like, okay, I'll just use the living room and stuff like that. Doesn't really matter. I'll just film wherever is basically most suitable, basically. I don't know. However, this is the only video. The Summer Games video is the only video in Season 2 that I'm not very proud of. This video goes kind of against my principles. It was very rushed. Like, really rushed. Not a big fan. I usually prefer quality over quantity. But this video made me realize that I haven't always been doing that, even in Season 1. I've been rushing my videos, giving myself unnecessary deadlines, and as a result, and this video definitely had it, I for some strange reason really wanted this video to be done before the end of July, because there was like a heat wave, and the video was about summer games, and I was like, oh, that's perfect, and the bright weather is perfect lighting and everything, so it's like, yay, this is perfect for filming conditions. But no, I kind of rushed the script. So originally this video was supposed to be a top 10 video, and then eventually I was like, hey, people are, a lot of people don't make top 10 videos anymore, and with top 10 videos, it's really annoying to come up with, it's really annoying to come up with 10 games sometimes, and coming up with like an order and stuff like that. And for this video I was like, well, I'm not sure what I want the order to be. And some games have like summary vibes in very specific sections and stuff like that. And it's like, well, those are not summer games, so, what is a summer game really, I was thinking. And then I thought to myself that, people don't really do top 10 videos all that often anymore. Apparently they're not doing very well. Funny story about that for later in the video, because that isn't entirely true apparently, at least for me. But basically people don't really do top 10 videos as much anymore. And I thought, okay, I'm gonna try making this like one of those videos that like Adicurus and Antutu do very often, where it's like I talk about multiple videos in one giant video, I talk about multiple video games in one giant video, like instead of making top 10, and then like I don't have to worry about, oh, this game I talk about in, for a brief moment and this one for a long moment. Like I don't have to worry about keeping that fair, basically, like the length of each topic. Instead, it felt more like I could just do whatever, basically. Everything is, I love making, I love it when my videos have a random feeling to them. A random chaotic feeling. I feel like that describes me and my videos best. And if it's not a top 10, then it kind of, it makes sense. You can have a chaotic video and get away with it in that sense. So I was like, okay, no top 10. It just, I talk about random games that in my opinion are like summer games. Occasionally I talk about like, oh, another thing I did was like, oh, but in Xenoblade you can play the game with swimsuits, so oh, that's there too. Oh, cool, so it's not about the entire game entirely, it's just, oh, things you can do in video games that fit the summer. That's basically the gist of the video, basically. But of course, the main thing about my channel is I make jokes, so it's more like hahaha. I make jokes all the time, basically, about these games and stuff like that. But yeah, so it was a good idea, but I rushed the script because I really wanted it to be done before the end of July for some reason. And I wanted it to be done before Xenoblade 3 came out as well, so I could play that game in peace without having to worry about making YouTube videos. That wasn't a good idea. This video is very sloppy. There were too many parts of the video that weren't thought out well, like the jokes weren't thought out well. The jokes are really lame, the majority of them in my opinion. Like there were good ideas in that video, like really good ideas, but it's the execution that really sucks, basically. There's only one joke in the entire video where I think the execution was great and I'm really proud of, and that was of the Danganronpa body discovering scene, where I reenacted a body discovery scene. I'm incredibly proud of how that turned out, like really proud of that one, because I wasn't sure whether I could perfectly recreate the scene like that. And then in the editing, when I was editing it, I was like, okay, I have to find the right filter to make it feel like a body discovery scene from Danganronpa. And then I immediately found the right filter, and it was perfect. So it's like, oh my god, this is amazing, you know? And I just had a lot of fun filming that specific part of the video as well. But overall, the video was very rushed. Most of the jokes were really lame, or they had a nice thought behind it, but the execution was lame. It was a very lazy video, which was not the intention. That's against my principles. I normally, my intention was always to go for quality over quantity. I did not do that with this video, and I really regret that. It was a really lousy start to Season 2. Oh, and another thing, the voice audio, I mentioned it before. This was my first video where I used this microphone, my current microphone, and I really thought that the louder the voice volume, the higher quality the sound is. That was not true, it was vice versa, apparently. I didn't know that at the time, and as a result, the audio quality is awful, and I didn't change it when I heard it in the editor. I just kept it that way for some reason. Once again, lazy decision. Yeah, it was awful. I kind of regret making this video. It isn't very good. It was my worst performing video of the entire season. And you know what? I'm happy it's the worst performing video of Season 2. It does not deserve the views. It's an awful video, really awful. Thankfully though, we're going to get a lot more positive from here on. Next up is the Hugo the Troll Games That Made My Blood Boil video. This video was a promise to a random subscriber that I made, but it was a video I wanted to make anyway, you know. I promised it in like last year's update video, and I was like, okay, I can probably get it ready by September. And I did, and I did not rush the video or anything at all. Just a video about me talking about 3 different Hugo games with very questionable quality, I guess. They're not bad games, but they're not great games either. And I genuinely had a lot of fun making this video. It was a really long video. I think it might be the longest video on my entire channel. Yeah, this! Not counting last year's update video and this year's update video. Like, it's the longest DylanBandicoot video there is. And although I wouldn't say it's my best work, it's definitely not one of my worst either. I genuinely think this is a really fantastic video. I genuinely think that the quality is significantly higher than anything I made before this video. Like, I was really proud of this video when it came out. Very happy how it turned out. Very happy with the jokes. Definitely not my best work, but it's, at the time, it probably was my best work, and I was proud of it. Then after that, I uploaded the Winx Club for the PS2 video, and I was even more proud of this video. Actually, this video, I think it might be my current favorite. Not sure, but it's definitely my current favorite, yeah, I think. I just love, it's not a long video, but it's not a really short one either. It's a normal length, basically. And I love how, even though I like this game was always a guilty pleasure of mine, I was still able to come up with lots of jokes about it. And you know what the weird thing is? The script for this video was written in 1 day. So it's like, oh, was this video rushed as well, like Summer Games video? No! This video was not rushed at all. It just, I had so many great ideas for this video. It was a very easy script to write, and I was still able to write a really solid script in one single session, which is something that rarely happens. Usually I have to take multiple days to write one script, obviously, because I have to think really hard about which joke can land really well, how do I talk about the game I'm talking about, or games, how do I structure the video. It's really difficult, but this video just went by really easily. Now, I did take a lot of notes when working on this video. I did that with the Hugo video as well. I started taking notes more often now, and that really helps a lot. It really makes a difference. Make notes if you're planning on making YouTube videos. It helps a lot. So yeah, for the Winx Club PS2 video, I'm really proud of the jokes. I like the sky jokes with this funny face and stuff like that. It was it just, I don't know, I feel like in this video I was able to put joke after joke after joke, like almost constantly, and that's why I love that video so much, because it's like it's just a video full of jokes from beginning to end, but it's also my journey through the game nonetheless, and I like that a lot. I also like the intro moment with like where I was playbacking the Winx Club 4Kids theme song. It was like I just love how silly and chaotic it is, and it's exactly what I want my videos to be. If you haven't watched this video yet, I really recommend it, because I genuinely think this is currently my favorite video, despite the fact that I hadn't bought my new camera yet. This is the last video I made with my old camera, my crappy camera, so the image quality of my live action scenes may not hold up well, but besides that, I'm really proud of this video. I think it's the best one I've made so far, one of the best one I made so far, despite the fact that I wrote the script in one go. Yeah, I feel like I was on fire when making this video, yeah. Incredibly proud. And this video, the Winx Club video, it keeps getting views. It just keeps getting views. It doesn't stop. Like it doesn't have like an awful. It doesn't have thousands of views. It just has a couple hundred. Like it's very close to 600 views as I'm currently recording this. But like, it's getting a lot of views. For me, those are a lot of views, and it just keeps getting them. Like, where do those views come from? Who's watching the Winx Club video? Like, for some strange reason, this video is doing really well for a really long time now and keeps doing well. I mean, I guess it lost its momentum a little bit, but it still gets some views every once in a while. Yeah, for some strange reason, people love this video. And you know what? That's a good thing, because I love this video too. As for the next video is my Zelda month video. So what I decided to do from now on for Zelda month and Bandicoot month is only one video per year. Not an entire month full of videos. Once again, quality over quantity. I think it's way better like this for like my mental health, my physical health. Just, it's better this way. As for this video, I really enjoyed this video as well. I also think this is one of my best videos I ever made. Maybe the second best even, or the third best, or the fourth best. It's definitely top 4 territory of how I rank my own videos, basically. Like, I really love this video. Once again, I had an easy time coming up with jokes. The only thing I regret is maybe the intro. I wanted to use like a stereotypical like a stereotypical hip-hop drum, no, more like a stereotypical drum beat is what I wanted for that intro of that video. But I spent so many hours trying to find that online, I couldn't find it, which is weird because it's like the most stereotypical beat of all time and I couldn't find it. So eventually I just had to use like a free use beat that I found online that anyone is allowed to use for free as long as you give credit. Just use that instead. But I'm afraid that for some people discovering the video, my channel, it may come off as cringy, that bit at the beginning. Even though that intro was meant to hook people on the video immediately, I feel like that it may have the opposite effect on some people. Not entirely sure, I could be wrong, but it definitely has that on some people, I heard, which is a shame. And maybe that part of the video was a bit too long as well, but I feel like it was too short. That wouldn't work either, you know. But yeah, that was basically my way. I really suck at coming up with intros, and that was my way of trying to hook the audience immediately. Not sure if I succeeded at that or not with that intro. But aside from that intro, once again, I'm incredibly proud of this video. This was the first video where I used my new camera. I bought this camera for this video. This expensive camera, I bought it for the video, for the Zelda CDI video, because I was so proud of that video when I was writing the script, and I was also really proud of the Winx Club video. But the thing that bothered me about the Winx Club video is that video was so good in my opinion. It sucked that the live action scenes had such poor image quality because of that Sony Handycam. So I was like, when I was writing the script, I was like, I am so proud of this script. This deserves better image quality in live action scenes. That's it. I'm using my budget to buy a new camera. And so that's what I did, and I don't regret that decision at all. I'm incredibly happy. I'm incredibly happy with the decision to buy a brand new camera for this video and for everything that came beyond. Because this video deserved it. Another thing that maybe isn't the best about this video is I feel like aside from that 1 minute or something like that intro, I feel like there's like a solid 7 minutes without much jokes until the first really good joke happens. And maybe the jokes, because it's a really long video and I feel like most people I feel like it takes a really long time for people to realize that there are jokes in the video, that's what my channel is about and my videos are all about jokes. and because it takes such a long time for the first joke to show up, maybe that wasn't the best decision, like, because it might give people the wrong impression, and it might bore people, and they may have clicked away the video already before any of the good jokes really happened, not counting that intro joke, which doesn't land well with everyone, apparently. Is there anything else I want to say about this video? But yeah, it's another video that I'm really proud of. Also, this video has gotten a lot of views recently. Peanut Butter Gamer uploaded a video on Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, and ever since he uploaded that video, my CDI video has received a massive boost in views and comments for some reason, and I'm not sure if that's related or not, but it's too weird of a coincidence to not be a coincidence, right? So thank you PBG for unintentionally boosting my CDI video many months, I think half a year after that video released, so that's awesome. So yeah, thanks, I really like that. So it's still getting views now, it reached its momentum with views again, and it's still getting views till this day occasionally now. It's doing really well, and all of a sudden, even better than Winx Club, which is weird because the Winx Club video was doing way better than the CDI video for many months until PBG uploaded his Zelda video recently, so okay, thanks. So yeah, that video is doing really well right now. After the Zelda CDI video, I decided to finally start experimenting with shorts. You know, to promote the video. So I finally decided to start experimenting with shorts to basically promote my videos, basically. I take funny scenes from my videos, multiple of them usually, and then I upload them as shorts, and then put like a disclaimer like, oh, click the link in the description to watch the full video, it's stuff, something like that. And it actually helped. My CDI video generally got a decent amount of extra views thanks to those shorts, and because the shorts have better algorithm and stuff like that, which really surprised me. Like, that really shocked me actually. I'm not used to YouTube having a good algorithm anymore. So yeah, boosted my CDI video with shorts, also boosted the Winx Club video with one single short as well. I do feel like maybe I made too many CDI shorts in a row. Not sure about that. It's just there were so many good moments. I really want to promote that as much as I could. I was new to shorts, wasn't sure what to do. So yeah, I experimented with shorts and it was worth it. I don't do it anymore now. I feel like it's not necessary anymore. I feel like it was helping me, but I feel like I don't need the help anymore. I'll explain later why I don't think I need the help anymore, if I can think about it. Next up is the Barnyard video. So there was a really large gap between the Zelda video and the Barnyard video. There's a reason for that. There's multiple reasons for that actually. Reason number one, I was feeling a little bit fatigued while working on videos lately. So during December I decided to take an entire month off from making videos, or the majority of the month. I was like, I just took some time for myself, cleared out my backlog a bit. You know, just relaxed, basically. Enjoyed the Christmas atmosphere, stuff like that. And then, at the end of the month, I finally started working on the Barnyard video, like around Christmas time. But then I got really sick. I rarely get sick, and I got really sick. I never felt so sick before in my entire life. And as a result, I couldn't work on the video for a little while. After that, I got a little bit better. I started working on the video again. Then I got sick again, the exact same thing too, and then I felt better again, and I started working more on the video again. I had a really great time working on the video, but then when I was editing the video, that's where the big issue came in. There was another big delay, not a fourth delay, because the first one was deliberate, I want some time for myself, but a third delay because, you know, I got sick 2 times. Then there was a third delay for an entirely different reason. I was feeling... let me describe it this way. I had editing anxiety. For some strange reason, while editing the Barnyard video, I was feeling anxious. Really anxious and very unmotivated, and I don't know why. I guess it was a really big project, one of my biggest projects ever, I guess, and I wanted it to be perfect. But yeah, it was really, I don't know why, I just felt very unmotivated to edit the video. It went really slow, and I just felt anxiety all the time while editing that video, and yeah, and I don't know why. So eventually my sister has been telling me for a really long time that she was interested in editing and that she wouldn't mind being my co-editor. So then what I did was I showed her the ropes. She caught on immediately, which is really awesome. And then she edited a really large chunk of that video, almost the entirety of it. I still did things like myself, like the first 7 minutes of the video were edited by me while I was feeling that anxiety, and I also did like all of the background music and the gameplay footage, but everything else, all her. Or almost everything else, all her. She did a lot. She did like 50-60% of the video. She edited 50 or 60% of the video. I'm super grateful to her for that. So thank you to my sister Jessie as well. But yeah, like, so she helped me with that basically, because for some strange reason I wasn't feeling it anymore with editing. And I actually don't even know why. There was literally no reason. I was already feeling that editing anxiety for the first time when editing the Winx Club video, which is weird because that video was really fun to edit. So I don't know why I had that anxiety with that video already, but I pushed on because the video wasn't super long. Like I said, it was fun, but for some strange reason I was still feeling anxiety and I don't know why. Same thing was for the Zelda CDI video. Basically, like, I was having fun, but I was still having anxiety for no reason. But with the Barnyard video, because it was such a long video and it was just anxiety without the fun, and I don't know why. I genuinely don't know why I was feeling anxiety while editing that video. So yeah, really weird. So yeah, I told my sister how to edit, and she basically became my co-editor at the time. As for the rest of that video, I had a blast making the Barnyard video. It was such a fun project. Aside from the editing, it was such a fun project. We went to a special location at a petting zoo. That was my idea, of course. I was like, I need to film this at a petting zoo. That's perfect for this video. It will make the video a lot more funny, basically, if I do it that way. So I was like, yeah, I need to do it. I need to do that. And that was super fun to just go to a special location to film the video. It was also the reason why I bought a microphone with the dead cat for my camera and stuff like that, for like the wind and stuff like that. Yeah, it was a really fun time. Also writing the script was really fun as well. Just playing that game again was really fun. It's another guilty pleasure game of mine. I feel like I've talked about a lot of guilty pleasure games of mine this season. Actually, I do that all the time, I guess. But yeah. I do admit though, I kinda wish this video got more views. But because it was really hard work and I don't know. So I kinda wish it got more. I mean, it did get a decent amount of views. For my channel, it did get a lot of views. But compared to some of the other videos that I uploaded this season, it's kinda lacking if you really compare it to the rest of the season, like the Zelda CDI video and the Winx Club video, and of course the video that came out after Barnyard. But before I move on to that one, I also made a short about Barnyard as well. This is the last short I uploaded. This short did not do well at all, and I felt like, they're not really helping that much anymore, this short, so I'm probably, like, I'll see whether or not I need them anymore. Not sure. Depends on how well the next video does, I guess. So then, the next video, there's a reason I'm wearing this shirt again. Top 10 Mario games. I finally made the top 10 video again. The only one this season, which is weird because I made a ton of them in season 1, because I think they're really great practice videos. I was like, I'm really hyped for the Mario movie. Let's do a top 10 Mario games video. I always want to do one of those. It seemed like a really fun idea. And I was like in my mind, you know what, maybe the algorithm will love it if I make a top 10 Mario games video when all of this hype for the Mario movie is here. You know, maybe that works. And it did. I finally, for the very first time in my life, no, not in my life, because I did mention last year I made some videos when I was 11. Those videos blew up massively as well for some reason, because the algorithm was better back then. But for the first time since I revived this channel, a video of mine blew up. The top 10 Mario games video, I remember waking up like 2 days after the video was uploaded, and it got like, it had like a crap ton of views, and I was like, what? That's never happened before. It was really weird, like, I was like, whoa, so many views on this video, how did that happen? No, but I was really, and a bunch of comments as well, like, whoa, and likes. I was like, I'm not used to this, but yeah, my plan worked. My top 10 Mario games plan worked. It did indeed. The algorithm really liked that, apparently, for some reason, because of the Mario movie hype. At least I'm assuming that's the reason why it did well. I'm not sure, but yeah, my plan worked. This video, I won't say it's one of my best videos. Actually, no, it's not true. I do think this video is one of my best videos. But it's not my best. I still think Barnyard is better, I think Winx Club is better, and CDI are better. I definitely think those three are better than top 10 Mario games. I feel like those three videos will deserve those views even more. But top 10 Mario games, yeah, I'm glad it's now my most popular video instead of that awful top 10 Crash Bandicoot boss battles video from season 1. That video was awful and very rushed, did not deserve to be my most popular video at all. But so now top 10 Mario games overtaken that. Actually, a lot of videos have overtaken that video, thankfully. No, not a lot, I think only CDI, I guess. Winx Club is almost overtaking it, I think. Yeah. But yeah, so that's awesome. Like, thank you. But that's not all. I got a crap ton of amazing new subscribers from that video. I think I went from 49 subscribers to 130. Just like that. Without even trying. I mean, I did try, I guess. Like, I worked hard on the video, as well as the other videos. But yeah, that was... wow. I can't believe that video blew up. It's... the video itself, it was super fun to make. I do really love that video. It was fun to work on the top 10 again. Once again, my sister edited the majority of the video. With that said though, I feel like top 10 videos are easier to edit than videos that are about one single game or multiple games that are not top 10 related. But I still made her edit, so she could get the experience, I guess. As well as, you know, once again, the editing anxiety. But personally, I feel like if I edited the entire video, I would have probably been fine for that one. Like, it wasn't really necessary, I just wanted her to have that experience, basically. Another thing, was there anything else I wanted to say about that video? No, I don't think I have anything else to say about that video, other than thank you for subscribing, because most of you come from that video. Most of my subscribers come from that video. That's amazing, I still can't believe that happened. Of course, the video has lost momentum in terms of views, obviously, by now, but it's still my most popular video, and I'm grateful for that. It's... seriously, thank you. Next video is Bear in the Big Blue House for the PlayStation 1. I don't have an awful lot to say about this video other than, I mean, I do really, it's not one of my best work, but I do really like the video, you know, it's still a great video in my opinion, that is mostly jokes from beginning to very end. I don't talk an awful lot about the game, but that's kind of the intention. I feel like there isn't much to say about it, and the jokes say enough in my opinion, and I think that's fine, honestly. It's a really cool video. It was about Ojo's birthday, so I was like, I'm gonna upload this on my birthday. So it was uploaded on my birthday. There were some jokes made about my age as well, like at my own expense, which I thought was really fun. It was just a really fun, small little video to make. It was a smaller video than usual, but still really fun. But also, this is where I finally start editing my own videos again. The editing anxiety, as of this moment, is gone for some reason. I'm editing my own videos again, and this was just a really easy video to edit anyway. Another reason why I'm editing instead of Jesse, I'll explain later. But there's one more thing I want to say thinking about the Bear in the Big Blue House, and that is, yeah, I was feeling a little bit anxious because this was the very first video I was gonna upload after Top 10 Mario games, which blew up and gave me a bunch more subscribers. So I was like, will those subscribers like this video, you know? Will you guys, all of my new subscribers, will you guys like a random video about the Bear in the Big Blue House for the PS1? I planned this video before I even made the Top 10 Mario games video. I always have like a list in my head of like, a rough list in my head of like games or topics I want to talk about in the future in a specific order, specific time frame, average, something like that basically. So yeah, I was a little bit worried that the video wasn't gonna do well because of that, because my new audience wasn't maybe interested in that topic or something like that, or that style of video because it wasn't in top 10, and I don't make top 10 videos as often anymore because I've officially reached a point where I think it's easier and better to make videos that are not top 10 related usually. Although I will still make top 10 videos occasionally, just not as often as I used to. I generally think it's better to focus on videos about just one singular game or multiple games basically, but not in top 10 form. I feel like those videos are better in the long run, at least in terms of quality, and that's what matters most to me. So I was worried Bear in the Big Blue House wasn't going to be doing well. To my own surprise, the video did, in my opinion, the video did really well. It got a decent amount of views, like, I think it did really well. It did better than Barnyard, despite the fact that Barnyard had way more effort put into it. So yeah, so you guys did like it apparently, or at least the algorithm kinda liked it. Not as much as Mario, like, I believe the video only has 300 views right now. But like, for a video about that specific topic, I feel like that's still a lot. Especially in such a short amount of time. So yeah, it did do well, so it's nice that I can still upload whatever the hell I want without sacrificing my views all too much, at least I think so. Next up is not a video on my main channel, but it's on a project we started, I started together with my sister. The Dylan and Jesse Show, our Let's Play channel. So I've been wanting to do a Let's Play channel for a really long time now. For a really long time I was like, I'm gonna wait until my channel has a decent amount of subscribers, like 10,000 subscribers or something like that, maybe 50,000 subscribers, until I do a Let's Play channel. It will probably work out better that way. But let's be real here, with the awful YouTube algorithm, it's not gonna happen anytime soon. So I was like, screw it, I really want to make Let's Plays in addition to my main channel, so let's just do a Let's Play channel. And it was originally my intention to make Let's Plays on my own. And maybe occasionally have my sister as a guest for very specific multiplayer games like Crash Bash. But then, my sister Jessie, she really was excited for the Let's Play channel as well. And she really wanted in on it. She really wanted to be a part of it too. And I was like, you know what? Sure. Let's make it, because I had trouble coming up with a name for Let's Play channel. I was first thinking DB Gaming or something like that. And when we were little, we always played a game called the Dylan and Jesse Show, my sister and I. Where we pretended to host a show and entertain people, which was really fun. We love entertaining people, that's why I have this channel. And I was like, well, if you're my co-host at all times, then we can just name it the Dylan and Jesse Show, the Let's Play channel. So I was like, yeah, let's do that. Let's just have Jesse in the Let's Play channel all the time, and we make it the Dylan and Jesse Show basically. Even in single player games, for example, we are playing. It's not out yet as of recording this. We are recording a single player game right now, 2 single player games, and for one of them we're just switching controllers. For the other, it's just me playing, and she is my co-host, kind of like with Game Grumps, for example, and it works out really well, and it's super fun to do. I love doing this Let's Play channel with her, and it's just super fun. We started with the recording for the Let's Play channel on Easter, so that was actually long before the Bear in the Big Blue House video was even uploaded, or even in production. We can only record so many videos a week. Usually on Sunday we record like 4 videos, sometimes 5. On very rare occasions 3. And, you know, so we gave ourselves a nice stash of videos in advance before launching the channel, so we have a nice head start basically. And we've been having a crap ton of fun making this channel. It's so much fun to run the second channel. And another reason why I started editing my own videos again, and another reason why I made Jessie edit a large chunk of the top 10 Mario games video is actually so she could get experience for editing these Let's Play videos, because she edits almost every single one of them. And so my focus is editing my main channel videos, her focus is editing the Let's Play channel videos. So yeah, it's like a nice arrangement between the two of us basically, where she edits Let's Play videos, I edit the main channel videos. I have edited a couple of Let's Play videos at the beginning, but now I'm mainly leaving that to her. I do thumbnails and titles, that's more my expertise usually. Actually, fun fact, the first 4 videos we recorded were the first 2 episodes of Crash Bash, the Pepsi Man one-off and the Winx Club Come Join the Club one-off, just so you know. Those were the first videos we recorded. I think our commentary, not just in those videos, but even in our current Let's Play videos, is pretty rough. It's hard to improvise. I realize our Let's Play channels are maybe not the best thing ever, but I feel like we're doing pretty well for amateurs. Like, we're doing really well in my opinion, and honestly, even if not many people watch the channel right now, we're still very proud of what we're making right now. Like, it's really fun, and honestly that's all that really matters to me. I really don't really care that much about views anymore, ever since my top 10 Mario games video blew up. I've got my serotonin from that, and now I just make videos for fun, both on the Let's Play channel and on the main channel. As for the main channel, the last video I uploaded in Season 2 is the Crash Bash video, this year's Bandicoot month video. And this video, I made this video in a really slow pace. June was a very busy month for me, and I just decided I'm gonna make this video at a very slow pace, give this video as much time to cook as needed, so it can be the best video it can be. And even though the final result is once again, in my personal opinion, not one of my best videos, I still think it's a really great video that is up to my standards for quality basically. I don't really have that much to say about this video, like other than I took it at a slow pace because both mentally and physically it was really difficult to make this video in the pace I usually do. Once again, this is also the next step of quality over quantity for my channel, where I think I'm gonna give my videos even more time to cook than usual in order to make them the best they can be. And I feel like with Crash Bash that has paid off personally. I think this was a good video. Making it at a slow pace was the right decision, and especially compared to last month's Bandicoot month, where I made 4 videos and all of them, especially the first 3, felt kind of rushed. I mean, yeah, I'm not a big fan of the first Bandicoot month videos personally, and I wanted the Crash Bash video to be the exact opposite than those videos in terms of quality. But in order to do that, it could be the only Bandicoot month video. But yeah, this video took me an entire month to make. Yeah, it really took a long time to make this video. I really gave it a lot of time to think the jokes through and stuff like that. Also, it was easy to make because we're doing a Let's Play in Crash Bash, so I could just use that footage and that experience and take that into the video, which was also very interesting and very fun. And I could basically unintentionally promote the Let's Play channel through that video. And yeah, I'm kind of proud of that video. It's not the best thing ever, it's not the worst thing ever either. I think it's a good video. I think it's a really nice send-off for Season 2 as well. It's kind of funny how we always end with Bandicoot month, it's kind of funny. I was willing to delay this video to July if it was really necessary. Kind of like what Kadikarus does in Bandicoot month very often, because his videos take even a million times more work than my videos. And once again, as of this recording, he still hasn't even uploaded the Bandicoot month video yet, so he once again had to delay it to July. Not that I mind, and I'm pretty sure you guys won't mind either, especially because I don't even have that many subscribers anyway, and I think most of you probably didn't even know I celebrate Bandicoot month because most of you are new here. But still, I feel like I like keeping to my deadlines, but if it really wasn't physically possible to make this video in June, I would have definitely delayed it to July. Once again, quality over quantity. Like, I'll just extend Bandicoot month. Same thing goes for Zelda month. So yeah. But yeah, I probably will only be uploading one Zelda month and Bandicoot month video a year to make the videos better, and it's also better for my mental health and physical health and stuff like that. You know, I have a day job, I literally just came back from work, I'm physically and mentally exhausted from that as well. It's difficult to combine that with YouTube sometimes, like finding a time and everything. So, you know, like as long as YouTube isn't my full-time job, which it probably won't be for a long time, it's just a hobby right now, you know, you can't expect too much from me. I feel like I'm still giving a lot of output despite the fact that this is just a hobby and that I have an actual job, you know. So, you know, because Season 2 has significantly less videos than Season 1, but the quality is a million times better, and I think that's what matters in my opinion, and it's still way more videos than most of my favorite YouTubers upload a year. Of course, the quality of those videos is much better, of course. But still, you know, making videos is difficult, especially when you're not doing it full time. So, you know, I feel like I still upload it quite a lot, despite that, then, if you really think about it. As for, actually, one more thing about Crash Bash. The views, kinda wish this video got some more views. It did decently, but right now it's still sitting below 100 views. Kinda wish it was doing a bit better, because it's a good video. It's a good one. Why is it not performing well? And now for the last section of this video, the future of this channel. I've mentioned before that I don't really care much about views anymore. Like, as long as I have fun and I get to do my own thing, and occasionally make people laugh with the stuff I do on here, that's enough for me. Like, it's called, like, I really don't care about anything else anymore. I don't care about becoming full-time YouTuber anymore. As long as I'm just having fun making videos, that's all that matters for me, and I occasionally make someone laugh. Hey, that's everything I want, that's all that's important to me. And even though the top 10 Mario games proved to me that making relevant videos does matter for the algorithm, I honestly don't care. I just want to make videos that I want to make. That's what matters to me. I just want to do my own thing, because guess what? It's called YouTube. Broadcast yourself. And that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do what I want to do because it's called YouTube, but the algorithm of YouTube thinks it's us tube, or no, trending tube. That's what YouTube truly is in this day and age. But I don't care anymore. It's called YouTube, and it was originally about making what you want to make. So that's what I'm still gonna do. I'm just gonna do what I want without giving a crap about the algorithm. I really don't care. As for the next video, I won't be uploading a video in July, and I think there's a very low chance the next video is getting uploaded in August either. I think I'm gonna take a little bit of a summer break from making videos on the main channel, and the next video I have in mind is very ambitious. I think it's going to be a really long video too, probably my longest yet. But I might have to postpone this video for a next season if it's too ambitious and I might not have the resources to make this video a reality. But I hope I do, and I hope I can start Season 3 with a bang with that video that I have in mind in my head. It's a video I want to make for many years. And I hope I can start off Season 3 with it, as long as I have the resources. But I might not have that, so maybe then I'll postpone it, so I'm not sure. But I hope the next video, the first video of Season 3, is going to be the ambitious video I have envisioned in my head. But I haven't started working on it yet. There's nothing for that video has been done yet. And I want to take the rest of July for myself, and probably a large chunk of August as well. But I will be working very hard on the Let's Play channel, so like, watch the Let's Play channel if you really want more content from me. It's really fun, I promise. It's a very fun channel as well. So you have two channels with my content on them. Like, so give it a try if you want. Let's see, is there anything else I want to do? I want to say. Nope, that's everything. So, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm sorry if this update video wasn't the best thing ever. I feel like I was better at it last year. But I have to keep tradition going because I said last year I'm gonna do this every single year. So I have to keep my word for it. I don't like breaking promises. That's also why that's also why I push myself for a Zelda month, a Bandicoot month, because I promised for doing that every single year. I don't want to quit. I don't want to break that promise. But I have fun with those videos anyway, so it doesn't matter. It's more like, sometimes it can get a bit annoying forcing myself to do these. But anyway, that was this year's update video. I have to go now. Hopefully see you guys next year for another update video. I'm not expecting many people to watch these anyway. Last year's video did not get watched very much. I'm not expecting this year's video to get watched by many people either. That's not my intention anyway. These are mostly for myself. It's like a time capsule just in case my channel ever does blow up and people want to see my humble beginnings. Actually, one thing I do want to mention, I'm incredibly proud. I've said this, I guess I have said this before, but I'm so proud of the increase in quality I had this season compared to season 1, especially with my new camera and new microphone. I really hope that was noticeable, and I hope some people will see that and will be like, wow, this person has grown a lot in one single year in terms of making YouTube videos. I hope that is noticeable and that people appreciate that, or not necessarily appreciate that, but more like, can't really find the right word for it, but more like, I hope people realize that it's not very easy to grow so much in such little time. I'm incredibly proud of how much better my writing skills have become, how much better my voiceover skills have become. Still have some, I still need some practice in terms of improvising. I think this video is proof of that, as well as the Let's Play channel, but I don't think I'm doing too bad, not to toot my own horn or something, but yeah, I'm proud of myself, and I think that's all that matters, and that's why I do these update videos, to show myself what I've achieved in the year, to potentially inspire you guys. That matters to me too. First, I can inspire you guys to make your own content, because in my opinion, anyone can be a content creator, literally anyone. You just need to write a kick in the butt or something like that to start. Seriously, I think if you want to become one, a content creator, you can become one. Believe in yourself. And that said, now I'm gonna go for real. See you guys in Season 3. It probably will be a while, but you always have a Let's Play channel to watch, I guess, if you really want some content in the meantime. But anyway, see you guys next time. Bye.